Hey guys, what's up? It's Mike. Yesterday was Wednesday, just passed this new comic book day. As I'm recording this video, it's Thursday night, Friday morning, ish. So thought I'd do a couple reviews and I'll be doing a special video actually that I've been spitballing with concerning just covers. But for my review today, I'm gonna be doing Defenders issue 2, as you can see. Um, by Matt Fraction and the Dodsons. Now, I picked up the normal cover because the comic book store I usually go to didn't order the I Am a Defender cover, which I actually really liked. This week's was Doctor Strange, and I'm probably gonna pick one up this weekend if I can find somewhere in New York that sells it. That yeah, somewhere in New York that sells it close to my house because I don't really want to travel because it's cold outside. So Defenders number two starts off where we last left our issue. The Defenders, they were ambushed after their plane got shot down, and Iron Fist took a bullet in the chest. Well, these people don't really realize who they're apparently dealing with. So Iron Fist removes the bullet from his chest using his chi. Uh, the Surfer, he uses his powers to essentially start blasting things. But Namor fights Doctor Strange uses his magic, and She-Hulk is start fighting, and eventually they get overrun. Well, you asked how that happens. Well, the Surfer gets captured by the big bad, or the leader of the crew that they're fighting, who his name is Prester John, the Mad Watchman of Avalon. He uses a staff to capture the Surfer, and when they get captured, they go to, I guess, they're captured and put into cells, and we find out that Null, Breaker of World, he's destroying everything across his path. He's getting drawn to where the Defenders are. So we did see the Defenders are in a cage. Each have their each have their weakness exploited by the cage. Doctor Strange has his hands tied or sealed. Namor has this helmet that is poisonous water, and he's gonna die if he stays in it. The Surfer trapped in a bubble. Iron Fist has his eye goggles, or these goggles that prevent him from seeing. And She-Hulk and they're all in the same unbreakable cage. That's why Red She-Hulk can't break it. Well, Red She-Hulk reveals that when she gets frightened, she reverts back to Betty Ross, and Doctor Strange says something to her that turns her back to human, and she says, "Stay away from me from now on." She frees them all, and they start fighting the Tiger Men again. However, the John the Watcher threatens to kill the Surfer. So Steven, they surrender, and and John the Watcher plans essentially to have Null destroy this device that would tear a hole in space and time, so they could find a new Avalon, which is a little silly. Yeah, so basically, he has to destroy a time machine that no one else can destroy, and Null arrives. They're drawn to it. He's drawn to the machine, and this is where the issue ends. Um, in terms of story, the issue did a great job of continuing what how we left off on issue 2. I felt the fact that Watcher John, who I don't really know off the top of my head, managed to capture the Silver Surfer with it's sort of like, where did he get this device that allows him to capture one of the most powerful beings in the universe? Um, Not only that, this issue is very wordy, and if you don't read it, you sort of get lost. You'll get lost very quickly. There's a lot of words, and there's a lot of material in it. It's dense in terms of what's happening now. Yeah, what's happening, especially with Preacher John's whatever his plan to have Null destroy the device so he can get a new Avalon. It's just heavy in terms of that. Otherwise, story did a solid job. There's nothing too bad. Nothing I have to complain about on the story wise. Uh, Action wise, there's a bit of action in the beginning and the end of the book. Just basic stuff. Iron Fist punching. Everyone's just going to town on these dudes until they get overrun after the Surfer is defeated. But the thing is, I find that weird how these people are some of the most powerful people in the universe or in the world, and they really can't fight back. Especially Iron Fist, Doctor Strange, She-Hulk, and Namor. Namor can fly. Doctor Strange knows magic. He's just do silly things. Iron Fist knows super kung fu, and Red She-Hulk is Red She-Hulk. So I don't really get it, but it's whatever. No suspension of disbelief, I guess. Art wise, art is solid. I don't really have too much to complain about the art. One thing I don't like is She-Hulk's proportions. They're very, very odd. Now you're asking me like, oh, you might be saying, oh, wow, why are you complaining that? Well, regardless of her being a superhero and a woman, I think a little more. And just because it's a comic book doesn't mean that you have to have outnoise proportions for women or men. Like you don't have to draw them extremely muscular and a woman extremely well endowed. Sometimes I feel a little more realism helps the issue along better, and that's why some artists I prefer over other artists. For example, I don't really like um, who draws Mike Diodato. Mike Diodato, sorry. Oh, he's currently drawing the new Avengers. He draws his men really, really muscular, and his women always well endowed and always are stand in the weirdest like position that is a little irritating at sometimes. Like that's not how the body works. But just suck it up. But otherwise, art is great. I feel the lines are all neat and stuff, but I feel that the Dostins, consist they have an interesting way of drawing characters. Iron Fist, for example, he looks very very old compared to the way other people drew him, like younger. He has a very oldish face. His jawline is very very square, rugged. He has like 5 o'clock shadow. Um, yeah, Namor. It's an interesting art style. I don't really have a problem with it. It's grown on me. After looking at other versions of their art. But overall, I'm gonna give this issue a 4 out of 5. It did a great job of continuing where we left off, and I hope it stays this good or gets better. Defenders has been interesting, especially with the way they're gonna deal with Null, this cosmic entity that can really like level whatever it stands in its way. All right. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna be posting up another video, 2 more, I think, tonight this week. I should be sleeping soon, have work in the morning, but I figure out. So if you like the video, check out my other videos. I have a bunch more coming, and my Batman books, which I know are like 3 weeks late, will be coming out this week. I promise. I'm trying to figure. I've been busy spitballing a couple ideas, and this is distracting me from actually just getting down, rereading these books, and going through them and reviewing them. Um, but thanks for watching. Like my vid, whatever. Tell me what you think about the Defenders if you read it. Enjoy your books, guys.